Hello, my name is Zachary Parker, and this is my interview with a social worker. The social worker that I had the pleasure of interviewing with, her name is Kirby Petty, and she works at the Natchitoches Regional Medical Center. And I'm just going to go over what was said in our interview. Um, when I asked her why did you choose social work, she responded by saying that her husband was having a custody battle with his ex-wife, and she saw what that was doing to his kids and how hard they were taking it, and she saw that no one was really worrying about how this was affecting them. And so she just wanted to help other children who are going through the same thing. When I asked her, where did you get your degree from and what was your academic experience like, she told me that she got her bachelor's from NSU and her master's from Stephen F. Austin. Um, she thought that NSU taught her a lot of the basics of social work and how it works at the base level. And she thought that Stephen F. Austin taught her a lot about social work in rural cities and more in depth of how she could help children and other people better. When I asked her what jobs have you held as a social worker, she she told me that she interned at Natchitoches Regional Medical Center where she fell in love with her work. And after her internship was over, a position opened up at the hospital, which she took there and where has worked there ever since. She also works part time at the college as an NSU teacher. When I asked her, what do you currently do as a social worker? She responded by saying that she works as a social worker for kids, mothers, and people who need it in the hospital. She also told me that she works with the state and seeing if kids that come into the hospital are fit to be with the parents and or guardians due to the state of the children. When I asked her, what is social work to you? She responded by saying that social work to her is something that she does to help people. To her is something that she doesn't do for money or fame or anything like that, but it's something that she does to help as many people as she can and see the smiles on their faces. When I asked her what makes the difference between a skilled and an unskilled social worker, she told me that she thinks that education is the foundation of a social worker, and that without education and or that with education and continuous learning, that any social worker can become skilled. Also, that it takes time and commitment to be a skilled social worker. When I asked her, "Do you believe that there are good and bad social workers?" She told me that she believes that there are good and bad social workers, but she hopes that it's not intentional but due to lack of self care and not due to malicious means. And that's why she believes that any social worker needs to work on themselves and make sure that they take care of their body and mind. Um, when I asked her, if you were trying to convince me to become a social worker, what would you want me to know? And she told me that the stress is there and that working with people is what it's all about, and it's joy that you see on their faces. Um, when I asked her, how do you practice self care? She told me that she goes to a counselor once a month and talks to him about various things. And she told me that she goes to the gym and works on herself mentally and physically and making sure that she leaves all of her work at work and not taking it home with her. And she makes sure that she spends enough time with her family to be able to calm down and forget about stuff at work. And this is me and Miss Kirby Petty. And that's it. Thank you for watching my video.